Hi, welcome back. So by the time you watch this habitat here will be off to James and his family, and this one, which I'm preparing, will go to the Netherlands for my friend Marcel. I don't think he'll mind me saying that. He originally wanted two, I don't know if if you remember the ones up in my garden where they're basically just logs, some roof material over the top, but very simple. He wanted two of those. As you probably saw in the previous video, really effective, really functional, really work well, and relatively easy to make. But I've had this piece of wood laying around, and you can see it's quite a sizable piece, laying around the front of the house for some time now, which I got from a place where they were chopping trees down in town. And like a lot of places in Britain, that seems to be the order of the day. Councils just chopping trees down without much thought, saying they're diseased, but they're really not. I mean, you can see the heart of this one, there's nothing wrong with it at all. Not sure what sort of wood it is, but certainly not diseased. So that's happening all over Britain, and I utilised that moment to get some wood, and this is the result. So what I'm going to do is take the top off here, which is going to be a nice kind of roof. I found the best area of the log to take off. It's got some unsightly bits around this side, and not really losing a lot of the log by doing this side. And the consequence of it is it should balance on the bottom nicely with a couple of feet each side. But rather than do two small ones, I'm going to do him a monster, and hopefully it will turn out well. So this is just the start of that video, and you'll see at the end if I achieved that, or in fact if it just failed badly. Cheers. Hi, welcome to annoying fan in the background. Oh, it's stopped. Oh no, and there it is. It's been on all day, and I've been trying to make a video, and I've given up and just accepted that vacuum cleaner, we call them hoovers, is going to go on forever. It's not a bad day today for bees. It was buzzing earlier on. There was none this morning. I was getting a little bit worried, and now it's quite good. The sun's going down. It's about 6 o'clock, so it's not too bad. You know, we've got a few buzzing around, maybe 15-20 solitary bees. All this year's mason bees by the looks of it. They're all small, so they'll be this year's newly hatched mason bees. And a little bumblebee bumbling around. What are you? You're a bufftail. So I think that's Bombus licorum, but I have had a glass of wine, so I could be wrong, but it looks like a bufftail to me on my trousers there. I just wanted to show you another habitat that's finished. Habitat. Oh, I'm never going to get that right. Let's go down and have a look. So I've finished Marcel's. Hopefully it's going to be Marcel's in the Netherlands, because he's asked for two, but I got a bit carried away and I found this amazing piece of wood that was chopped down in a park, and I couldn't resist making a big one out of it, so I did just that. And hopefully I've emailed him and said, look, I know you wanted two, I've made you one big one, are you interested? So hopefully he will come back to me. Sorry, whenever there's a creature that's acting like it's going to get stepped on, I don't know what he was doing. He was preparing to fly, but some sort of ground beetle. But I'll make sure I don't tread on him. Right, let's have a look. So you can see from the work area that I've been out here since 7 o'clock this morning, and here it is. It's big. It's basically a big chunk of tree that was felled. I think it's eucalyptus because of the smell. So yeah, you can smell it even sitting here, and it does really smell lovely. The downside of that is the middle's lovely, but the outside edge is very furry wood, so you can't really drill in it. So I've had to kind of keep to the central core of the trunk there. You can see it's a different colour, and that's made the holes quite nice. And I've done a bit of embossing there with my logo of my habitat kind of I say business, it's not really a business because it's too small and I don't want it to become huge, but if you are interested in having something built, then I'm more than happy to help you. And I don't do prices. Basically, you tell me your budget and then you trust me that I'll never take the mick, or take the pee as we say in England, and I'll make you something that, you know, the most I can for that budget. And and aside from that, it's not a profit thing. The money goes to charity anyway. Not all the money, obviously. I have to do materials and shipping and God knows what else, but a big portion of the money goes to charity, the World Land Trust. So, you know, everyone wins. And I think my all my fundraising and everything over the years, I think I'm on about 39 acres now of rainforest, which is no small amount. I'd like it to be more, but you know what? If everyone did that, we'd be in a better world. So I'm really pleased with this guy. Hopefully Marcel will say, yep, I'll have it, because it's really come out well. It's a little bit unwieldy, but I wanted it to be big like this, especially the roof, because there's nothing that can affect a solitary bee habitat or insect habitat, bug hotel, whatever you want to call it, more than rain. It will just destroy habitats. So you need them tipping forward, and you need a nice overhang, and then it allows you, a large overhang allows you to place it directly in the sun, because you get natural shade, but there is sunlight available for them to warm up, especially in the mornings, which is why I prefer east facing. So there it is. I'll take you back up to sign off. Yeah, I really am going to save you because you don't look in the best of health. So let's just put you up here, and then you can do what you like, because otherwise I'll forget he's there and we've got a dead beetle on our hands. But yeah, if you do want something, let me know. I don't want to give up my job yet, not that I could, and do it all the time, because that would be pretty, you know, it's nice just doing it for people that really care. You know, like at the moment I've done 2 this weekend, and one, the video should be coming out pretty much the same time as this one for James. That's been going on for 2 weeks, whereas this one I got up at 7 this morning and started doing it. It's taken about 8 hours. But James's one's been going on a while because of the bamboo gate. But ideally, you know, in an ideal world, I'd like to do it full time and be rich, so I didn't have to worry about needing an income. But I've got to stay grounded, and it's not about that. I forced myself, and rightly so, to give the money, a big portion of the money, to the World Land Trust, because that's what it's all about. No point having money in this world if you've got no planet to spend it on. And that's unfortunately where we're heading, because again, despite seeing a painted lady yesterday, I've been outside since 7 this morning and haven't seen a single butterfly, and we're on the 9th of June, and that is scary. I don't care who you are, with a bit of education, anyone who doesn't understand kind of litmus tests and how, you know, even the slightest change in acidity can affect an environment. A butterfly is like that. You know, it's a reflection of the damage we've done, the fact that they're not turning up. And the same is true for frogs and amphibians, because they are extremely, what's the word now, fragile and susceptible to any change in an environment. So, you know, one of the first things you'll notice is frogs, you know, frog systems and populations will collapse. And that's certainly what we've seen, although newts seem to be extremely hardy, and I get hundreds of them, and I really do. So anyway, thanks for watching. It's a bit of a random video, but I wanted to show you the latest habitat. And the solitary bees are back, so I'm quite pleased about that, because I was getting a bit worried, because I do so much for solitary bees. I guess it's my passion. If I had to choose, you know, a particular insect that allows me to construct things around them and still enjoy them to watch and everything else, it would be them, because you can't really build anything with butterflies. You can build ponds for frogs and toads and newts, but you know, any bee is so visual, and it's, you know, it's in your face, and you can see and appreciate them really easily, which is why it lends itself so well to my skill, I guess, which is constructing and building things. And I don't plan these things. I literally get a saw out and a hammer and a drill and start off and just see where it goes. Often I'll have a plan in my head as I go along, but it is one of my skills. I've got a very didactic kind of brain and memory, and that works well for me in these endeavours. And I'd hate to lose that skill, because it's allowed me to build my house and to do this garden and to do loads of other things. I'm pretty arty as well. I think visual skills are what I'm all about, and hopefully that's kind of reflected in this channel. So, God, this has been a random waffle, isn't it? But hopefully it gives you a bit more insight into me. A gentleman whose name escapes me put a comment on one of my videos yesterday about me doing a bumblebee identification video, which is a fantastic idea, and I will be doing that. I'm not sure how I'll do it. I might give like the life cycle of a bee, just a quick overview, because a lot of people don't know that, including me. I always forget it, but there is some real important and interesting facts about bumblebees that are often overlooked. And then what I'll do is I'll try and get some footage in the next few weeks of individual bees, starting with that Bombus licorum, if he's still there. No, he's gone. And then I'll drop those in the video and hopefully give you some advice on identification. But thanks for watching. Like and subscribe and all that jazz, because we want to get remonetized so I can save more habitat. Oh, now here, before I go, that is a Crisis Igniter ruby tail wasp. Now he just went, but hopefully you, oh, there he is. No, he was in the hole. He is parasiticalizing whatever's gone in that O. Now can you see how beautiful he is? I'm not sure if you're getting this, but they are, I mean, the Latin name Crisis Igniter speaks volumes, doesn't it? And hopefully you're getting the iridescence of his thorax, but his abdomen is like a ruby, hence the name ruby tail wasp. What a great way to end, because I'll try and get him as he comes out. He's just poking his head out there, but you should be able to appreciate just how beautiful they are. That's not a cuckoo. They are, I guess they're in the family of ichneumons. I'm not sure, but there's certainly a parasitical wasp predating my lovely solitary bees. How dare you? But thanks for watching. Cheers guys, bye.